Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Last video we started in the Goron Mines and using the power of magnets Link was able to scale higher and higher. So now we're just going to start on part 2 and hopefully we get somewhere with this. So, alright. I forget what these enemies are called. They're obviously a reoccurring enemy, but that's one thing I don't pay attention to, and I did mention this, excuse me, in Wind Waker, but for those of you who either didn't watch Wind Waker or are new subscribers who are watching this one, I don't particularly pay attention to little things in video games unless I am, like, an absolute fangirl of them. So, Zelda bosses, or not bosses, bosses, I guess, are included, but Zelda enemies and things like that, I really don't pay attention to, so if you are, like, the biggest Zelda fangirl slash fanboy in the world, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you are probably watching the wrong LP, because truthfully, this is only my second time ever in my entire life playing through this game. So, what we need to do here is, of course, go ahead and grab this and move it out of the way. So I think I can sink up from here, or float up rather. Sinking and floating are completely opposites. So go ahead and move that block, come up here, and we have another wonderful magnet switch. Alright, so this is fun to do too. What you can do is you can jump and then put your boots on mid-air, which I think is a lot of fun. That's like my favorite thing to do, is jump and then kind of wait a minute and then put my boots on. Kind of gives you the illusion that you're falling, but you're not really. It's like, haha, got you. Alright. Of course, we're gonna weigh down our boots some more. And we get to jump again. Hee hee. This one is especially one that you have to jump on, because as you can see, you can't really like land directly on the wall, so you gotta just line it up and put on the boots, and there we go. Oh, that would be so much fun, but also so terrifying. I'm not really afraid of heights per se, but I still think that would be a little bit terrifying in my opinion. And there we go, we've got wonderful 20 rupees. And this switch, I just need to see what door it opens, because I'm actually not sure. It opens that one. Okay, that's not going to be too difficult to get through, except for that the cutscene keeps rolling when you hit the switch, so I think what I'll do is I'll just hit it again and hurry on through. That's what really annoys me, is like, it shows you the cutscene, but yet it takes time away from it while it's showing you. I just think that's really silly. I don't know, maybe that's just me personally, but that's another suggestion I have for this dungeon, which I didn't really mention. If you're having troubles timing stuff with the iron boots, like those fire puzzles in the beginning of the dungeon, what you can do is, of course, wait the first time to let the cutscene play out, and then wait for it if you want, so you have more time, or you can just go ahead and do it normally. It's completely up to you. In this room, we need to collect something before we can go ahead and we can go on. There's going to be another heart piece in this room. I just need to remember what is where, because camera angles also don't really help you a whole lot. They're not really all that friendly in this dungeon. When you're crawling like this, it's kind of hard to use your camera angles to see stuff. You gotta kind of use your peripherals and such. But I know there is a treasure, and it is over there. So I just went the wrong way, that's all. Which kind of sucks, because now I have to go down to the bottom and go over again. So excuse me. Like I said, again, my guide is Wii version, but yet I'm playing the GameCube version, which is really backwards. But I guess a fun fact for that is that I actually have this guide printed out. Back when I was younger, and I don't know, wasn't smart enough to just realize that I could just leave a tab on my computer with a guide or something. I actually went and I printed out this guide, which turned out to be 75 pages, and I kept it in a binder with a bunch of other guides. So I was going through my binders the other day because I thought I had had this guide printed out, and I did. So that's kind of nice, because I printed it out years ago, and I guess it's kind of helping me now, so. Of course, we got another heart piece there, which I guess wasn't really all that important to mention, because the cutscene kind of mentioned it for me. But that's kind of important if you gotta slash that in order to be able to go on through. Ah, crap. Ooh, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to make it up there. I thought it was gonna completely, like, troll me to death. But... Alright, this room is actually a lot of fun. It is kind of annoying, but it's also kind of fun. Because there are a lot of enemies in this room. And unfortunately, we do not have a bow or anything to hit these enemies with. You probably could use your slingshot. What you can do is you can like hide behind here, and they can't hit you. So you just gotta be really careful in this room because they have fire arrows, which are not fun to deal with. For some reason, this area reminds me of like something Western. I don't know why. Like all the barricades and stuff. That's just kind of what it reminds me of. Perhaps I'm crazy though, and I'm the only person who thinks that, which is pretty much probably the truth. Alright, small key. And there should be a door around here to open a new area. And it's right there actually. So yay, everything's right in front of my face. There we go. We'll be coming back here later, so if I missed anything then we'll be coming back. We haven't got our compass yet either, so obviously, again, if I miss something, then my compass will point it out for me. My nifty sort of compass. Ooh, and I almost fell off there. Alright. Now this is interesting because you obviously can get through here all in one sort of area, so what you can do is, of course, when it starts flipping, put on your boots to make sure that you're going to be able to make it across. Of course, it's important to do that, because if you don't, you will end up falling. And I almost just did. Because I'm a derp. And I went the right way, okay. It's easy to get turned around in this dungeon, too, because you fall upside down, and then you kind of forget which way you're going. But we found our way to another elder. Hello, sir. Ah, oh, the young human. I am pleased to see you make it this far, brother. I am one of the 4 elders of the Goron tribe. I am called Gor Abizo. Nice to meet you. You have heard of the plight of our patriarch, otherwise you would not have to come see me. Here, take this, brother. And we get another piece of the key shard, and yes, there are 3, so we only need to find one more guy. Now, there is one more shard, but seeing you has reminded me the dangers that line the path to it. There is something that may help you, a weapon, ooh, said to have been left in this mine by a hero of old. It is beyond price, and so we have protected it through generations. Now when our tribe balances on the brink of ruin, it could aid in our salvation. The hero's weapon is stored safely up ahead. Talk to the guard and take it with you with the blessing of the Gorons. Ah, Link gets a new gadget! Well, he's not Batman, so I guess gadget isn't the correct word, but he gets a new, item, which is pretty exciting, I gotta say. I'm kind of curious to see what it is, because we got the iron boots, and those are cool and all, but maybe we'll get something unique or something different in this game, because most all the games have kind of one unique item in the very least. Although a lot of Zelda games do recycle a lot of items, such as the boomerang. You know, like this game put a twist on the boomerang, which is, of course, lots of fun. Gale Boomerang is kind of unique. Alright, so we're gonna get this so-called weapon somewhere soon, so I need to be able to find it. I'm assuming I need to go drop down to that room. So let's go ahead and do that. Luckily we won't have to do that much walking, just gotta kind of make it over here to the point where I can just drop down and walk. But again, not being able to see stuff kind of bothers me, and if you go in first person, you're going to have to go with what you're doing as the camera angle goes. It's kind of nifty, actually. I think it's probably pretty safe to drop down right here. So I'm going to do that and pick this up. For another 10 rupees. We were so broke when we got in this dungeon, and now we have money again. Oh, what a nice feeling that is. Oh boy. Big magnetic rink and whatever the hell that thing is. I don't like the looks of this.
Whoa, human. What business does a human have coming here? None. No business. This is a forbidden place. I will protect this treasure from you.
Wait. I thought he just said that you knew I was coming. What? Okay, so you gotta use your boots here, obviously. And just like the other Gorons when you were rolling, what you're gonna want to do is, of course, put up your shield. And I think you can slash him when he's going up like that, which is probably what I should have done, but you can see he's going to put his arm up. And when he does that, you can grab him, of course wearing your boots, and you're going to want to toss him into the fire. And that's how you beat this boss. So, you can take off your iron boots, but I really don't suggest it because it's just so uneven. You know, you saw that he took off the chains when he fell onto it with his big fat body weight. So, yeah, you gotta be really careful of that. And if I could slash you enough to actually pick you up, then that would be great. I would appreciate that. Alright, there we go. Toss number 2, and I'm assuming one more toss should do it, and if not, then 2 more will do it, which will be fine. And you gotta kind of be at a good spot to toss him too. You kind of want to make sure you're not in the middle of the rink, because if you are, you're not going to toss him far enough. As you can see there, I tossed him, but he didn't quite land in the lava, so you want to kind of try to draw him out a little bit. Maybe this way, and see if he'll come towards me, and then I can kind of just toss him right in. So, there we go. What I figured out, what I was doing wrong, was I was trying to grab A when I was supposed to put my shield up first. But once I figured that out, 3 hits is all it takes. And he's got a tiny little baby face.
Oh, that hurt a lot. Who knew that humans were capable of such feats of strength? Maybe you are going to see the patriarch of our tribe?
Yeah, maybe, buddy.
Ah, so that is why you are here. In that case, take the weapon of the hero of the past. But in exchange, you must save the patriarch of our tribe.
Again, did they not tell you that I was coming? Goron communication is just severely poor, apparently. Oh, sigh. Alright, well, thanks for letting me pass, I guess, jerkface. Sorry I threw you in the lava. Big misunderstanding. I want my weapon now. Ooh, big chest! Let's open it up. We get the hero's bow! The treasure of the Gorons is said to have once belonged to a hero from the past. Alright. The bow never fails to be useful, and I'm not even kidding. Gotta say, the bow is probably one of my favorite Zelda items. Definitely, to me, doesn't top the hookshot, because that is just, like, the coolest Zelda item ever. However, arrows and bow is equally as useful. And what you can do here, I think, is you can also, take out the ropes with your bow. However, I have terrible aim, so I'm not the greatest at doing that. And I should probably actually stop recording before I get too far ahead of myself. It seems like a pretty good place to end off, is just, of course, getting our bow. And now that we have it, we should be able to finish up the temple and get out of here pretty soon. So, I would say we're about halfway done. So join me next time, guys, for part 3 of Goron Mines. Hope to see you all then.